Some of you guys might recall a similar situation that I had when I was younger. Oftentimes, the teacher was handing out the tests, and there'd always be these people like they were afraid to look at the test score. They didn't want to know the test score. And to me, it was like, okay, no problem. Show it to me now because A, I can't change it. There's no way I can even change what's happened already. So might as well just show it to me. And secondly, it's like, okay, at least I'll know something that I can improve on. Like if I could look through my test to see what I got wrong, I know what I can improve on in the future, right? And inevitably, it was always those people that probably did the best on the test to pretend. I don't know if they were putting on a show or something, but they didn't want to see their test, right? But I think it's a very similar scenario when you're looking at your measurements, right? Not to say that you're trying to like show off in a way, but you're avoiding the checking of this measurement because you're worried about what the results might be. And truthfully, there's nothing you can do any further at the point that you go and do that measurement. At that moment, when you go and do that measurement, there's absolutely nothing you can do to have an influence on it. Now, we're not going to get into some of the things that people do to get ready for weigh-in for some sort of a contest or whatever. But let's say, a normal person about to weigh in, about to do their measurements, whatever it is, there's nothing you could do in that moment that will change that measurement, aside assuming you already went to the washroom. So, what's the point of hiding from it? What is the value of hiding from it? It just gives you more feedback. It just gives you information on what you need to do next. Because if this change happened over the week, you know what you're doing is the right thing. Now, maybe it wasn't as expected. Then you have to look at, okay, why was it? Was there something in the last few days that was increased salt? Was it increased water retention? Did you eat more than normal? Did you do some different types of exercise? Did you sleep differently? So there's influences on the individual measurements. So I'm not going to say that there's no influences outside of your actual body weight for that. But that being said, like we're never going to look at that one measurement on its own. We're looking at the trends, and we're looking at, okay, week over week, why did something change or why didn't it change, right? That's the most important thing, really. So get in there, do your measurements. It doesn't matter what it was, but it matters that you know why you got there, and it matters why you're measuring. So in a sense, like you're taking measurements because you want to see change. You want to see that you're getting towards your goal. You want to see that the gap towards your goal is getting smaller. You're not going to be able to do that if you're not measuring at all. So get into your measurements, do that often. And don't be afraid. Don't be that person who doesn't want to see their test results because for some reason it's going to make you feel better not knowing, right? You can't avoid it. You can't hide from it. It's there whether you measure it or not. But at least if you're measuring it, you have information on what you need to do next.